In this cupboard is my mending pile, and I've been reluctant to show you guys this because I'm frankly ashamed of it. It's gotten bad. It's gotten bad. I've been putting things in here with good intentions of mending them and reusing them, and I have not. It's just been piling up in there. But it's the new year, it's January, the season of New Year's resolutions and new starts and, you know, getting started on that spring cleaning even though it's literally only just winter. So I think it's time. I think it's time that we say farewell to the shame and guilt we may have been holding on to about these projects that we know we should do but we've been putting off. You know, it's time to let that go. It is time to just make peace with the fact that yes, we have been putting it off, and just do it. So, without further ado, welcome to my mending pile. Ta-da! All of this down here, and on kind of this side, you can ignore. This is just stuff that I don't know what else to do with. Originally, it was just this box, and then I was like, okay, we've got too much stuff in here, I need to try and have it organised. So then I took out all of the jeans, both mine and my partner's, and put them over here, and I categorised them. The thing is, the rest of the mending pile has now overflowed onto that. Now it's just a pile of stuff. Okay, so let's have a look at some of the things in here. Obviously we're going from top to bottom here. I'm gonna have to stand up so I can lean in and... Oh, where's the other sock? Right, I've got one hand knitted sock. This is one of the first socks I knit, I think. I think it has a hole in somewhere. I don't know where. Maybe it's in the other sock. Okay, I can't find a hole in that one. I don't know why this is here. We have some more hand knitted socks. These are the stained glass socks by, I think her username is Adventures in Thread. Do these ones have a hole in? Oh yes, here. Yes, there's a hole in these. Here we have, this one will be an easy one, so I want to get this one done. This is a jumper I made for my partner a couple of years ago. There is one tiny stitch that got snagged and needs putting back into place. I can't remember where it is. I think it's maybe on one of the shoulders. So I want to do this one today. Obviously we're going to be limited in how much I can actually do today, but if I can get a couple of things done. I actually can't find the stitch that needs fixing, but that should be a nice easy one to do, and then he can wear that again. That'll be nice. This is a pair of jeans. Here we have a jumper of mine, also hand knitted. This one has, I think, a hole on one of the elbows. Oh yeah, here, look. Well, that's quite a big hole, actually. I'm not sure if we can do this one today. That was quite a big one. But the socks and the jumper I think I can definitely do today. This jumper used to belong to my granddad, and I asked my grandma if I could keep it after he died. And this also has just like one tiny stitch in one of the elbows that I need to fix. It's a very nice jumper. It's nice to have something to remember my granddad by. So I think I'll try and maybe get that one fixed today because that will be nice. Oh, this one has a hole in, I think. I wore this like once. I got it second hand. It is fast fashion, but I got it second hand. Wore it like once or twice. It was really nice. But it immediately got a hole in, possibly at the elbow, but I can't find it right now. But I think it was quite a small hole, should be easy to fix, so I'll try and fix that today maybe. And to be honest, I think that's going to be plenty for now. There's still a lot more. Oh, hang on. Another pair of hand knit socks. Oh, and there's the other one. Right, I found the pair for this one. This one has a hole in. I know it has because that happened quite recently. I just looked down and my entire little toe was sticking out. I was like, oh, okay, whoops. Right, let's see if we can find the hole in this one, shall we? I can't see a hole in either of these socks, so I don't know why this was in the mending pile. Did I mean to just put them in the laundry? Where? What is wrong with it? What needs mending? Okay, well I can't find a single thing wrong with these. So I'm gonna throw them over there. I'm gonna assume that they were for the laundry, not for the mending pile. I might not be able to mend all of these things today. I think, as usual, I'm being a little overambitious. But what I would like to do today is mend the small hole in these socks. It's in this one here. So I'm going to get rid of that one because we don't need that one right now. There's a small hole in these socks. I think we can fix that today. There's a bit of a bigger hole in this sock, so I might leave that actually. I've just realised everything that I want to mend today is black. That's going to be fun to film. I'm going to try and find the hole in this one. I'm pretty sure there's a hole in it somewhere. And mend that. I think it's fairly small, so it should be fairly straightforward. We're going to mend my granddad's jumper. And we're going to wear my partner. And we're going to fix my partner's jumper as well. So, let's get going, shall we? So here I have the yarn I'm going to be using. For the two projects that I've knitted myself, I'm just using the same yarn that I knitted them with. And I also have some darning needles or sewing needles. I've got a variety of sizes with different eye sizes for the different thicknesses of wool that we're going to be using, or yarn, or thread, or what have you. And a pair of scissors, and some hydration, and an emotional support dragon, of course. Absolutely vital that you have your emotional support dragon and some hydration. Right, what shall we start with? I think I'm going to start with my partner's jumper. Well, first we've got to find the offending stitch. Ah, I found it. It's very small. Can you see that? I'm going to take some of the yarn that I used to knit this, and I'm not sure how much to take, maybe only this much. I don't think we need very much. Let's go with this. And I'm going to take the needle with the biggest eye. And once I've threaded the needle, I'll start with that. That'll help, won't it? Right, I think I'm going to turn this inside out. I think that might be easier. I've now immediately lost the hole again, so I'm going to have to find the hole again. Right, almost there. There we are. Here it is. Right. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna basically, if you know how to do duplicate stitch to weave in ends, like duplicate stitch on the reverse of stockinette, that's what I'm gonna do, pretty much, I think. So, let's see. Would it be easier to do it on the right side? I'm going to start just a little bit to one side of the gap. That'll just anchor the yarn in place, the new yarn in place, that is. And then also it'll get me in the pattern of, you know, where do I put my needle? So it's basically just like weaving in an end right now. Alright, now we've gotten to the point where we want to be going into a stitch that doesn't exist. Okay, no, that was wrong. Okay. Oops. Right, okay, so here we have the remaining stitch. So I'm actually gonna put a stitch marker in it so I don't lose it. Okay, now I'm on the other side of the hole, and I'm going to just again go a little further on this side to just help secure the area. Right, and then what we want to do is go up a row to the next row. I have to admit, this is going to be far from perfect. I'm pretty sure I have done something wrong here, but also at the same time, you know, if it's functional, if it's going to stay together and not fall apart, then I'm going to be happy. And we'll just not tell my partner that it's a little wonky. And I think we don't have a hole anymore, ladies and gentlemen. Ha-ha! Right. Okay, before I do any more on that, I want to see what it looks like from the right side. Okay, so we've accidentally got the end poking out, but we'll just pop that back in. Otherwise, I don't think you'll be able to tell that there's a mistake there. Look at that. Yeah, I'll get my needle and poke that through. Get the end in there. And hey, it's not half bad. You can kind of see, if you look really closely, I think you can see that there's something weird going on. Anyone who doesn't know knitting will not look at that and think that there's a hole been patched over. I think I'm going to finish this off, like weaving the ends, tidy it up a bit, whatnot, anything else that needs doing. Not much might need doing, to be honest. Yeah, I'll weave in the ends a little bit more. And that's all, really. So that I'm going to consider done. Yay! Put that over here. And then what shall we do next? Should we do the sock next? So here's our sock. And where is the hole? It's on the toe. There we are. This is the yarn we're using. There we go. I might try using a darning needle if I can find one. Yes! Mainly just doing this because I figure it might let me see what I'm better doing. See what I'm better doing. See what I'm doing better. Wow, that was some weird syntax. See what I'm better doing. Don't know where that one came from. Don't know what wires got crossed in my brain just then. Can we see what we're working with now? I'm gonna get my neckline out. It doesn't shine on my food. It's not helpful. I need a magnifying glass, that's what I need. And lights that don't shine down here. I want to be looking up here, really. Can I reach? I can reach! Aha! I'll get this bad boy out. I have to say, I have no idea what I'm doing. You know, I'm kind of half tempted to just like start doing this in red instead and just kind of I don't know, sew it up without trying to make it look right. You know what? I think that's what I'm gonna do. If it's gonna be wrong, it may as well be wrong in a fun way. rather than trying to hide it and make it look all nice and pretty, kinda fun and chaotic and weird. Like, why not? Why not just embrace the fact that, yeah, my sock did have a hole in it, and, you know, so what? Socks get holes in. I'm just gonna stitch randomly. Why not? Well, for one thing, this is much easier and much faster. But if I thought ahead about this, I could have done like corset lace, and that could have been fun. You know what? It's not neat, but it's kind of cool. I think it'll hold together. It definitely seems rough and ready. It'll hold together for now. When I say it'll hold together, I mean it'll hold together for now. How long will it hold together? I don't know. But hey. Oh well. That was so much faster than putting myself through all the stress of trying to fix it the proper way. Yeah, I think maybe I should have done some smaller stitches rather than all these big ones, but oh well. Oh, haha. There are still some ends that I never wove in. I've been wearing these socks. Okay, I'll deal with the rest later. For now, this is what it looks like. Right, so the next thing I'm going to try and fix is my granddad's jumper. So where's the hole gone? So it was only a small one, I think. It was on the elbow. Yep. I can't find it. I'm sure it was on the elbow. Or arm. Or something. You're not going to tell me that I have not been wearing my granddad's jumper and I have left it on the mending pile for months for no reason. I could have been wearing it this whole time. I think in some circles there's a bit of a kind of stigma around having things that have been mended. Kind of like, you know, this feeling that it looks shabby and that you have to look polished and neat and everything has to look new. Well, the only way for everything to look new all the time is if we actually buy new things all the time. It's not sustainable for us to keep only buying new things and discarding something the moment it looks a little worn. So I think we've just got to, as a society, stop thinking that only new things are cool and old things need to go. Sometimes things that are old and worn with just a little love and care can end up being perfectly functional again and even be a fashion statement. And yeah, I'm sure I'm preaching to the choir here. I'm sure the people who end up watching a channel about crafts and knitting and fibre art and whatnot probably completely understand the benefits of mending as opposed to throwing things out, but I think it's still worth mentioning and thinking about. So, I was about to say, here's what we've done today, but let's be honest, it's not the same day. So here's what I did yesterday. So I mended my partner's jumper, and now, where is it? You can feel the little bump where there's like some extra yarn. I think blocking it might fix it, because yeah, this wool hasn't been blocked, whereas the rest of it has. But yeah, you can pretty much barely see, you can kind of feel it where there's like a little bumpiness. You can barely see it, so that's that, all wearable again. And you might be able to see as well, he's been asking me for a while to sew a little label in, so he can tell which way is the back and which is the front, because they look very similar. It's a very plain jumper, so he's been asking me for ages to sew a label in. And I've never sewn a label into knitwear before, so I was really hesitant to do it. It's probably the part of the jumper that looks the most handmade, and by handmade I mean wonky. I am aware that it's some pretty terrible sewing, and I'll leave a link in the description for where I got these labels from. And on the back it says, "With love." How cute is that? So there we go, hopefully it won't come undone. Oh, maybe it's about to come undone already. Oh dear. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I'll give it a go. So that's that. He can wear it again. Yay. And in separate footage, I will show my socks, which I'm wearing. Yeah, I'm really happy to be able to wear these again. Yeah, it's kind of cute to have a fun little scribble of yarn where I've mended it. And I can't feel it, I don't think. I mean, I'm wearing tights right now because it's cold. Yeah, I'm really pleased to be able to wear it again. Obviously it doesn't look perfect, but I kind of like that it gives it some personality, you know, it gives it a little bit of sparkle. Something a little bit different and unique. And rather than trying to hide the imperfections, it's just coming out and saying, you know what, we're not perfect, and actually that's fun. That's alright. It's cute, it's fun, it's quirky, and we love it. So, now on to this, my granddad's jumper. Kind of same thing, similar thing. Oh, I've got a necklace under there, I forgot. You can obviously see where the mend was. Let me come a little closer. Can you see? Can you see where the mend was? It's a fairly close match, so it does kind of try and blend in, and I hope it's not too, like, eye-catching. I feel like it's kind of like saying, there's a story that happened here. There is a story to this garment. It's not just any old garment you could pick up. It's not just any one of these jumpers that were made. I don't know how many were made. And this one is now distinguishable from those ones as mine, as the one my granddad wore. So I think that's really nice. It's got its own story to it now, I guess. So yeah, that's fun. And if I just take this off a minute. Ta-da! I'm wearing the final thing that I mended. And I actually can't remember which arm. Needed mending. I can't feel it, so that's nice. That's good. The seam is all fine. Maybe it's this arm. Maybe it's here. It does feel a little wonkier. Yeah, it might be here. Maybe. That definitely means that it's fixed enough for me to wear it, which is all I needed, to be honest. And it's annoying it took me this long to get around to this, because it literally took so little time. It took 5 minutes to mend this top, and I really like it. It's nice and soft, it's warm, it's a great base layer for putting under jumpers, or wearing with a skirt. So yeah, I'm really glad to be reunited with these clothes and be able to wear them again. And now they have a little extra bit of something, you know, extra little flavouring to them. I mean, not this one. This one is, you literally cannot tell it ever had a hole. But the other ones, my socks and my granddad's jumper all have a little bit of extra flavour to them. a little extra unique feature. So yeah, I think that's really fun, and I think it's also kind of rebellious in, you know, a lot of us feel some kind of pressure to appear perfect, especially in on social media. And so it does feel kind of powerful to defy that and go, actually no, I'm gonna wear this imperfect thing, this thing that is worn, it has a hole, it has, you know, evidence of being used. It's not brand new, it's not perfect, it has things wrong with it. And actually I'm going to fix those, but not only am I going to fix those, I'm not gonna make it so you can't tell that there was ever a mistake. I'm gonna hang a lantern on that imperfection. I'm going to make that imperfection obvious, and I'm going to make that imperfection pretty. I'm going to make the imperfection cool. Yes, it's imperfect, but that doesn't mean it's not cool. So yeah, I guess that's my little goody two-shoes way of rebelling. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, leave it a like. Follow me for more knitting and crafting content, and happy crafting! Bye!